Yeah, now we are on YouTube. So let's do it, Wesley. It's your turn.
Okay. Good evening, YouTube. And now I will introduce the platform. Uh, Talking Talk is a conversation platform for beginner, intermediate, or advanced speaker. And the conversation sessions are for all levels. This is not a regular class, and we are not here to teach you anything, but you will learn by practicing in a real environment. You will develop your fluency and confidence as English speaker. At that Talking Talk, there are student group for all levels, and here there are more language available for you to practice, such as French, Italian, English, German, and Mandarin, right? You
Yeah.
can find all of the information at talkingtalking.com.br. Uh, I will start to introduce myself, and I will pass the I will call anyone, another people, another person. Uh, my name is Wesley. I live in Juazeiro do Norte, Ceará, and currently working in the technology field. I'm 31 years old, married. Uh, I have a 1 year old daughter and a 4 years son. We also have two cats and one dog. And in my free time, I enjoy with my kids, and I'm here in Talking Talk to improve my English. And today I will be host for this conversation, and this is my first conversation as host. And I would like to invite you to watch this conversation in the YouTube version to improve your English and correct your mistakes. And I will do it. And okay, is it? And can start, Elton? Elton,
Yeah,
can
sure.
start.
Thank you. So, hello guys, my name is Elton. I'm 31 years old. I'm a guy from São Paulo. I've been working as a software developer, more specifically a Python developer. I'm a host here as well. It's about 3 months, I think. I know it's not easy when you are in front of the camera. You get nervous. Uh, I believe that even nowadays I get nervous a lot. What else? In my spare time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to practice some physical activities. I like to ride my motorcycle. Yeah, that's me, guys. Go ahead, Jenny. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, guys. My name is Etienne. I live in Guaíba City, in the Rio Grande do Sul. I am 29 years old. I'm married. I have a dog, and uh, normally make immersions in manhã. Esqueci como é que fala a palavra manhã.
Morning.
Mas no, it's my first immersion desse turno, no caso.
All right.
E I think this the moment.
Okay. Wally?
Yeah. Good evening, guys. I'm sorry for turning off my camera, but my internet's so bad. But yeah, my name is Warley. I'm 25. I live in Pernambuco. I work as a front-end developer in IT area also, and I Spanish actually I'm English, and in some moments when they need me as a actually also as a Spanish host here on Talk and Talk. And I'm here since 2022. I have started with Spanish, and nowadays I'm focused more on develop my English skills. And yeah, that's the idea about me.
All right, great. Elton, I'm software Python development too. I work
Uh-huh.
here with Django.
That's cool. Me too.
Um,
I use Django a
yes,
lot. Yeah, it's my
yes,
mainly tool or framework. That's cool.
yes. It is my favorite too, uh, but I work with other tools too.
Nice. I'd like
Uh,
to know you better after the immersion.
yes, I have 4 years with Django. It is a nice tool. Okay. Uh, Elton, can you start with the second questions?
Yeah, sure. So, did you have any hobbies when you were a child? Well, yeah, in my case, when I was a child, I used it to watch cartoons a lot, you know. So, yeah, I believe that I had two moods because uh, the, I don't know, but sometimes I was that kind of guy that I enjoyed a lot to stay uh, on street, you know, playing with the guys. And I my other mood, I liked to stay at home watching cartoons as well, you know. So sometimes I was more street, and sometimes I was more watch TV, watching cartoon, you know. And you, Etienne?
I think the same. I watch very cartoons. Every cartoons passava in TV. I watch it. I think, and to play with dolls, play with my primos. Eu não lembro a palavra em inglês agora. Um, it's basically the hobbies of my child.
All right. And I I think that everyone watches cartoons. And my hobby when I'm child, I think that is drawing with a pen and paper. And but I was never a great artist. But it is more to escape from the everyday routine and watched and school. And I think that was more to stay without broken things. I I like to play with ball into my house and sometimes break some things. And my mother don't don't like much. And you, Wally, have you had one hobby when was a child?
Yeah, I think the same of you. I really love to watch cartoons, a lot of cartoons like Dragon Ball, I love to watch that. Unfortunately, I don't watch that anymore, but I would love to uh to to go back after school and watch that, so it was pretty nice. And also I love to go to the street and playing football and play soccer with my friends, for example. And as you said, my mom, she was always complaining about the hour to go back at home, and I and I hate that because I how can I say that? I wanted to stay on the street playing soccer, but my mom it was always complaining about to go back at home. It's so late and all these points, so it was boring for me. But yeah, I think to stay at home playing soccer, it was my my preferred hobby, and I would like to do that a lot. I love it to do that a lot.
Okay, I remember that when I back from my school to watch the Dragon Ball, it is it is mark the childhood. Uh,
Yeah, I missed
okay,
TV Clubinho. It
Yeah,
was
the
great.
great TV Globinho. It was
Yeah,
nice.
I used it to watch Cartoon Network, uh, and the Nickelodeon. Uh, I remember that we hadn't money, so we needed to pay cat internet, TV a cabo a gato. So yeah, man, I after that, I could spend a lot of time watching cartoons because I had more channels. I miss that. It was great.
that's true. Um, okay, uh, Wally, Warley, do you still have these hobbies?
Uh, Actually, to watch cartoons, I don't think so. I don't do that a lot nowadays. Actually, I don't remember the last time that I have watched cartoon, for example. But I I still try to practice like sports, like to play soccer, for example, with my friends. So I think this specific hobby, I still have today, or nowadays. But yeah, I think that's the only one. It's difficult because a lot of friends that I have don't live in the same city that I live now, so it's complicated. I moved to another city, so it's complicated to do that. But nowadays, I try to do that, to do that and play soccer and do some sports. So yeah, I think that's the only point. And how about you, Etienne? What do you think about the question number two?
Do you still
Three,
have
actually.
these hobbies at in
The moment,
question
no.
three?
Uh, 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 Sometimes I like to watch cartoons movies, like the Divertidamente. I want to watch, but play with dolls. I when I in my childhood, I think this is what I don't know, but I try to drawings, but I'm as not good. But I like it so much arts drawings, but I don't. I want uh, um, get this hobby, but I need to try more. But in the moment, I don't have a time. But the old hobbies in my childhood, I don't know, like in the past.
Okay, yes. After we grow up, uh, have no time and some hobbies that is very nice is it's play he placed for boring things. uh, and and you, Elton, do you do you still have these hobbies? Watch cartoons?
Well, unfortunately, I lose this essence, you know. When you become an adult, you have a lot of things to worry about, you know. So yeah, sometimes when my daughter is here and she is with the control, you know, sometimes I sit with her and I watch some cartoons. But nowadays, the cartoon that I really like it is Bob Esponja, you know. But I'm not that kind of guy that I sit and I put to watch. I just watch sometimes when it just happens, you know. Because like I said, nowadays, like an adult, you I am trying to be productive, you know, I'm trying to watch something that will aggregate something in my career, in my life, you know. I believe that I became bored, you know. I became a bored guy. So yeah, I would like to to return to get back that essence, but unfortunately nowadays you have a lot of responsibilities. And eh, I'm the last, I think.
Yeah, yes. My I have an Xbox, but I just play sometimes. Uh, I I watch a cartoon sometimes. It is I like with my kids, but I how about drawing? Sometimes I'm dry, but I was better. A few months ago, I drawing with my son in my house walls, but my wife don't don't like and make me paid some money to paint my house, right? And yes, sometimes I'm play video games, and but this is more difficult because my son have 4 years old and don't 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 play it and okay. Um okay. At 10, have your hobbies changed over the years? Questions 4.
I don't understand the question.
Okay, uh, if you have same hobby today, but this hobby change, for example, when I child, I watch cartoon, but today I watch some movies, some movies, suspense movies, some
Yeah, I understand now.
Serious.
I'm still como é que telespectador. When as child, I watch very cartoons, and today I think I watch very YouTube videos,
all right.
and I think this more or less. Do you these questions is about?
Yes, yes. How about me? I'm when I child, I draw and anything, and trees, some older cartoons, and I draw some things. But today, I'm drawing software screens, and this is I'm drawing, but it's software screens now. and this is have changed year after year. Okay, I and you, Welton.
Yeah, sure. During my whole life, I had a lot of hobbies, you know. I am a guy that I had a lot of stages, phases, I think. So when I was a teenager, I loved motorcycle, you know. With 15 years old, I had my first motorcycle. So yeah, I spent a lot of time enjoying motorcycle. And yeah, when a little bit, I mean, before that, I I used it to enjoy to enjoy a lot computers, you know. When I was a child as well, I used it to play uh, pinball, patience, you know, because the internet wasn't good. I just could to use the internet after midnight, you know, because it was cheaper. And yeah, so like now I am an adult, and now I love motorcycle as well, but I like to go to the gym, I like to swimming, I like I have new hobbies, you know. Yeah, and you
O-
go ahead, Wesley.
Okay, is very nice. I remember that when I teenager, I took my father's motorcycle and fall and broken my father's motorcycle.
Oh,
And after this, my love for motorcycle is no much. Uh,
I got it.
go ahead, Warley.
Yeah, I totally agree with Elton. I think my my hobbies changed a lot because my interests have changed a lot, you know. For example, 5 years ago, I loved to take photos and study about photography, for example. And nowadays I don't do that anymore. So I don't know why, but it just this interest just disappeared. But I don't know, in a general way, I think I do nowadays almost everything with technology, related to technology, like to using my cell phone or my computer. And maybe actually even the my hobbies are related to technology and devices and all these things. And before, when I was a child, I think I did more things related to a natural way, outside, for example, related to play outside, practice sports, you know. So I think this change is not so good, but it changed a lot. So it's so technology, the things that I do now. So yeah, I think it have changed so much. And yeah, I don't like that, but I don't know if it's easy to change. So it's complicated.
Yes, right. Uh, okay. Uh, Wally, do you think your childhood hobbies influence your career choice?
It's a great question. I think so, in some way. I think so because I like to play video games, and when I was a child, for example, and I would like to go to the LAN house, you know, to play something, and I like to do some things on the computer. So I think it like to influence it, my choice of career for IT, and in a general way, I like to do that. So yeah, I think so. I think so. And how about you, Elton?
Yeah, man. The same when I was in my childhood, I used it to play a lot on the computer, you know. Even nowadays, I don't have video games. I prefer uh, computer, you know. Nowadays I have a gamer notebook, but I don't play. I don't know why, but like I said before, I lose the essence, you know, about play, about watch cartoons. But yeah, I think so, like I said, because when I was a child, I had my first contact with computer, you know, it was that big white computer. And I use it a lot because when I couldn't go to the street, I needed to stay at home. And sometimes I couldn't watch cartoon as well. So I spent a lot of time in front of the computer, even without internet sometimes. And yeah, I think so because I was a curious guy, and but I didn't have enough resources to to learn how to program, you know, in that time. But yeah, the answer is yes.
It's funny in this point, Elton, because when we don't have a video game, for example, a computer to play games, we think about it would be nice to have a computer or a video game to play a lot of games that I would like to do, you know. But when we have a video game or a computer, we don't play. It happens with me. I have a video game and I just play rarely, you know. It's not all the days, for example. I don't remember the last time that I turn on the video game, you know. I don't know why, but yeah, it's fun at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah, exactly that because my I dreamed a lot to buy a gamer computer, you know. I could realize that last year, you know. And like I said before, I played a lot Counter-Strike, you know, 1.5, 1.6, and other games as well. And yeah, I stopped it because I hadn't a good computer. In my life, I never had a, computador decente, you know. So yeah, after I bought it, I bought it, you know, I thought that I will spend a lot of time playing, but I don't know why, but it didn't happen, you know.
Yeah. Uh, I'm. w- we no have time to play after we have a good computer. Some things. I'm bored. A good computer to play. I'm bored. A control, but I never use it. This I never use it. It says 5 months. I'm and it says we don't have time, right?
Yeah, I was, by the way, I was wishing to buy the same control, but I know if I buy that, I will not use, you know. So I'm trying to avoid. And yeah, I believe that the biggest villain is our career, you know, because we need to be up to date. We need to learn a lot. And I believe that nowadays my hobbies is stay here in front of the computer, learn something new, develop something new, you know. It's a hard question,
Yes.
guys.
Awesome. How about you, Eteni?
I think the hobbies don't influence me, but in the same time as when I play with dolls, I think this uh, maybe construiu em mim uh, this thing to care of people, other people's. I think when in the case, I as a mother, and my doll is my daughter, and I need to take the dolls like my daughter. I think this help me have more empathy, and the feels like to, oh my god, the moto passando aí. Mas eu
Right.
vou falar em português, tá, gente, agora.
All right.
Mas acredito que ajudou nesse sentido de abrir mais o olhar, assim, para cuidar de uma outra pessoa. No caso, brincar com bonecas incentiva, principalmente meninas, a ter esse olhar de cuidado com outras pessoas. Acho que seria isso
Yes.
que mas em caso de. No caso, aí, por que da carreira? Porque eu quero me tornar uma pesquisadora de experiência do usuário. Então, isso tem
Mm.
algum. ah, tem algo a ver, porque a gente precisa saber como é o comportamento das pessoas. Então, entender as pessoas, se colocar no
That's
lugar.
the,
Acho que seria isso.
yes. I I think that is more about this. My wife have more cuidado with my kids, and my I think that I have 4 years old when I play with my son, and w- after after we have some kids, the thing change, but uh, but need some time, need something before. I don't have this cuidado, right? I have my wife is have more more careful, all right? Uh, about me, I I think that when I teenager, I'm programmed with four, 14 years old, and I program some virus for the house. And I think this motivate, but when I child or teenager, I want to be content, but Tuesday I don't like the imposto de renda, né? Então, program is more nice, right? Uh, okay. Wally, what hobby do you wish you had as a child? Question 6.
Wow, it's a hard question. I really don't know. Maybe something related to different sports, you know. I don't know. I practice some sports, but just the mainstream, I guess. So I think it would be nice to try a different sport. I think. Um, yeah, or I don't know, maybe to be influenced to a hobby related to art, like painting or drawing. I guess I never liked to do that, or I never did that. So maybe it would be nice to have this skill. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's related to that. I don't know if I I would like to do some other point different, you know.
Okay. How about me? I think that maybe swimming, or but when I teenager, I I wanted to play the guitar. Uh, Does anyone play the guitar here?
No,
It
I
I,
is,
really don't
I
know.
am I'm trying to learn as well, but I practice one day and my next practice is 1 month ahead, or 2 weeks ahead,
yes, I'm learning solo and difficult music, and uh, I never learned to play the guitar because I I not started with basic. All right. How about you?
Well, yeah, when I was remember now that when I were a child, I wished to learn how to swim as well, because I remember that I had two free class, and I enjoyed a lot, but me and my family we hadn't enough conditions to pay the swimming classes. So I could start how to swimming let's see last year, you know. And yeah, I love it. I love that. I stopped it now in the winter because it is very cold. I hate cold. But in the summer, I would like to back to swim. And yeah, and I wished to nowadays I like sports, When I was a child, I hated the sports. And yeah, I wished that I could enjoy more sports when I was a child, because nowadays I know the benefits of practicing sports. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And you, Tanya?
In my case, I wish have to draw, to to write, write, uh, to read and write. I think if I have these hobbies in my past, I think today I will more. Uh, I don't, ai, como é que eu posso dizer? Gente, eu não sei a palavra, mas assim, eu acho que hoje facilitaria muito a minha vida. Porque hoje eu vejo o quanto eu deveria ter aprendido a ler, a ler mais, a escrever mais e desenhar, porque eu amo arte, então acho que seria legal saber hoje. E aí
Yes, very
faz
nice.
faz falta pra
Oh,
mim.
sorry. Okay. I think that is true. If my past I read more and write more, I I have many opportunities, but it's it's okay. Uh, I have another questions for this talk, and are there any hobby you'd like to pick up in the future? The second question. How about you, Etienne? Maybe read and write. Maybe.
É, pode traduzir para mim, só para entender a pergunta.
Teria algum hobby que você gostaria de fazer no futuro?
It's this uh to read more and to widen more. I I feel this is making I não sei como é que faz Mrs. Mess, I don't know, but this is I want to do more. I think. Don't
Yes,
listen to me.
I
I think you did
understand.
this. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Um, and you, Elton?
Yeah, uh, Like I said, I may try to get guitar as a hobby, and yeah, I believe that maybe in the future because I'm not doing that constantly nowadays, and I would like to learn how to dance as well, you know. I believe that it can be a good ability to give you more confidence, and like what Etienne said about the write and the read, I would like I'm trying to get this like a hobby as well. Nowadays I'm trying to read and write more. I believe that when you write, you can organize better your ideas, and you can speak better, you can get better your life. I'm trying that as well.
All right. And you, Wally? Wally.
Yeah, I would like to have the habit of reading more, reading books, for example. I think it would be nice to have a hobby and consistency on that. I think. I think it's so important. I guess it's so important to read a lot, and it would be nice. And I don't know, maybe to learn how swim. For example, I don't know to do that, and I think it would be nice to know swimming. So yeah, I think these two points, and maybe I don't know if it's exactly a hobby, but to learn a third language like Italian, for example, it would be nice. So yeah, I think that's the point for me.
Okay. How about me? I think that I I think that swimming, I like to swim and read no technical books, and I have read some technical books, and make me have a technical person, but to communicate is not very good. Okay, and yes, it's okay. I think that now have more time for another questions, right? I will send the survey here. One moment. All right, out. I will do. It's one moment. Okay, this is the survey. I All right. I will finish this conversation, and good evening, and see you.
Thank you guys. It was a pleasure. See you. Bye bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.